Most people think the problem is that they're not motivated enough. And I used to think that too. I'd have phases where I was really on it, right? Training, eating well, cutting down on all my sugar, extra sugar, all this, being productive. And then a week later, it just drop off. And I think, what's wrong with me? Right? I can't stay consistent. But here's what I've realized over time. And look, probably many of you realize this yourselves, but motivation is unreliable. It's not something that you can actually depend on. Some days you have it and everything feels easy, right? Most days you don't. And everything feels like effort. And if your whole system is built around waiting to feel motivated, then you are going to struggle. Working on health promotion, I see this constantly. People they start off strong, they have a new plan, new routine, they're full of intent, They said they'd start on Monday and they actually did it. But it's all built on that initial burst of motivation. And when that fades, which it always does, then the whole thing collapses. The people who actually succeed long term are doing something different. They're not relying on motivation. They're relying on structure. Same time, same place, same behavior. And it's almost boring, right? But that's the point, because when something becomes routine, part of your daily life, then it stops requiring as much mental effort. You're not negotiating with yourself every day. You're not asking, do I feel like doing this today? You're just doing it. And for me, the shift has been lowering the barrier to starting, right? Just making it that bit easier to start. Not trying to do everything perfectly, not trying to feel perfectly ready, motivated. We just start small. Because once you start something, then you start small and something interesting happens, right? Motivation often shows up after the fact, not before. And that's completely different to how most people think about it, right? So now, I guess my advice would be, and what I'm trying to work on at the moment is, instead of chasing motivation, I'm trying to focus on making things easier to begin, right? Shorter sessions, simpler plans, less pressure. Just get out there and do it. And that's part of what I'm trying with this channel as well. It's not as exciting, but it's a lot more sustainable. And over time, that's actually what makes a difference. If that resonates with you, there's more of this kind of thinking here, so feel free to subscribe.